Gwan People, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'll be talking about culture shocks. You know, the things that I experienced while living in the UK that made me go, what? Yes. And when I say UK, i.e. England, i.e. London, yes. Because I know some people are going to be in the comments like, oh, but all the things you experienced were like in London, not the rest. Okay. England, i.e. London. There we go. Let's get into the video.
Me love Jamaica, me nah sell out. Them try clip we wings, somehow we can't fly out.
This video is not intended to offend anyone. I am British after all. It's just that when I came here, I just found certain things fascinating. And I'm like, wow, that really happened? Or that happens? Or you guys do this? So, no bickering in the comments, no telling me this, telling me that. Just let the video run, yeah? Just watch the video and enjoy, please. Let's start things off by talking about tea. You know, like on the outside of the UK, when you're watching films, TV shows, whatever, like they say the Brits love tea. They love it on a different level. Like I've been out in restaurants, yeah? And like people are ordering cocktails, people are ordering like a glass of champagne, a glass of Prosecco, whatever. You'd have that one person in the corner shout out, is it possible to have a pot of tea, please? And I'm like, tea? We're literally out, we're eating out and you're ordering tea. They love their tea. Do you want to know how many cups of tea are drank per day in the UK? 165 million. Are you mad? Did you hear me? 165 million cups of tea are drank per day in the UK. They love their tea. In Jamaica, when you want to say hi to your mates or whatever, you say wagwan. Here in the UK, they say, you're right. When you hear the words, you're right, don't see it as an invitation to start a conversation. No, just say, yes, I'm all right, keep it moving, yeah? Because they don't really want to know if you're all right. It's just a saying, you know, wagwan, you're right, yeah, just keep it moving. Not really a cultural shock, even though this is a cultural shock video, but I absolutely adore the British sense of humor, the dry, witty sarcasticness of it all. Oh my god. If you're thin-skinned, like when we say stuff, you get easily offended. We mean well, you get me? There's numerous of times I'm talking to my mates and they're like, oh, that was a bit hard. I'm like, no, they don't understand, you get me? But listen, the British sense of humor, lovely. I love it. Another one that got me thinking, what the hell? Their washing machines are located in the kitchen. Yeah. Back in Jamaica, we have like laundry rooms, yeah, where you put your washing machine, your dryer, whatever. And if you don't have laundry rooms, then the washing machine is like outside, yeah? No. Here in the UK, the washing machines are situated in the kitchen. I know, weird, right? But yeah. Another shock for me is that everybody here in London is always in a rush. People just always moving. They're always in a rush. You know, in Jamaica, we're laid back, calm, cool, collected. Here, like, where you going? Slow down, mate. Like, what's going on? Slow down. Always in a rush. Always. Another culture shock is how multicultural London is. I know it's stupid to think that coming from Jamaica and coming to England, like I'm gonna have majority of English people because I'm coming to England. But no, that's not the case in London. Like I have a mate from possibly everywhere in the world. Like I have people from all around the world as mates. London is so multicultural and I love it. This next culture shock shook me to my core. Like, listen, as long as you own a telly in the UK, you have to pay to watch it. Yes, you heard that right. You have to pay a TV license in order to watch your telly. When I heard this, I was like, what? Are you mad? How can I spend all that money on a telly and then I'm gonna have to pay to watch it? Listen, in Jamaica, you buy a TV, you plug that in and you're good to go.
Yep, good to go.
Here? No, you have to pay to watch it. Yes. It all comes down to the BBC. Like, yeah, they're the reason why we have to pay. So, yeah, you have to pay a TV license to watch your telly in the UK. Yeah. Another culture shock that got me was the accents. Listen, you know when you're watching films or anything regarding the UK, we all think about that one accent, which is like the posh accent.
Welcome.
Evelyn.
My hand is complete.
Darling. Heavens, we are quite a party.
Do you know Lady Anne Ackland?
Hello.
Mrs. Dupper and Mrs. McVeigh.
Anne and I shared a governess, and Jill and I came out together.
But what it's really called is received pronunciation, yeah? So it's like when I came here, I was, oh yeah, everybody's gonna talk the same because hello, it's England. No. In England alone, there's over 200 dialects. Like every corner you go to, every place you go to, every borough you go, everybody talks differently. That was so confusing to me. I mean, I shouldn't be so ignorant to it because in Jamaica, even though we do speak Patois, there's certain parishes in Jamaica that even though they're speaking Patois, you find it hard to understand. Don't think everybody talks the same. No, my love, we all talk different. Another culture shock, the drinking culture. Nobody drinks like a British person. Nobody. It could be 11 o'clock in the morning. As long as the pubs are open, you're gonna see someone sitting outside drinking a pint of beer or something. These people, they drink like fishes. Yeah, they drink. I'm not gonna lie, I drink too. Like, I've adapted. Yeah, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. But these people, they drink. Somebody's getting married, they drink. You scratched your knee, drink. Pass your driving test, drink. They drink here for everything and nothing. The drinking culture, they drink a lot. Listen, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday nights if you're lucky, listen, they drink a lot in the UK. Another thing that shocked me when I got here, the ATMs. The ATMs here, they're all out in the open. Like there's no shelter, there's no covering, there's nothing. They're just in the wall, just there. And they're not attached to banks. Obviously banks have their ATMs, but then not all ATMs are attached to banks. In Jamaica, every single ATM, most of them, or every single ATM that I know of, they're attached to a bank. The ATM is like a different part of the bank. Like you have to go in, close the door behind you, and then do your business and then come out. Here, people just queue up for this thing in the wall. They had that in Jamaica. Are you mad? One, nobody would use it. And two, if they did actually use it, they'd get robbed. I mean, people still get robbed coming out of the ATM, mind you, but this is just easier. Because then when the money would come out, somebody would just grab it and run. If I find a picture, I'll pop it here. It's just weird. Very weird. Another one, public transport. The buses, they come every 3 minutes, every 4 minutes. There's always a bus to get you somewhere. Mind you, the traffic is horrendous. Even the underground. I know sometimes there's delays or, you know, sometimes like certain lines are suspended or, you know, you have rail replacements or whatever, but the transport system here, simply amazing. In Jamaica, you don't have that. I don't even want to talk about it, but here, spot on. Another thing about the public transport that really annoys me is that in Jamaica we have things called robot taxis where anybody just takes their cars and turn it to a taxi, yeah? But the thing is with robot taxis that are amazing, like you can get them from anywhere. Like you can stand on any corner of the road, put your hand out and you get a taxi. You can do that here with black cabs. But black cabs are very expensive. You don't want to get into a black cab. So when it comes on to taxi, you either have to call up a taxi company and order your taxi in advance, or you get your Uber, your Bolt, whatever one you want to take. But that's the only thing I kind of miss. I miss my robot taxis. In Jamaica, my robot taxis were my lifesavers. Yeah, but here you don't have that unless it's a black cab, and I ain't spending money on black cabs because they're too bloody expensive. Most of the houses in the UK have 2 taps. One for hot water and one for cold water. I know everybody's gonna look at you like, why is there 2 taps? Why don't you have one? But when I came here, I saw it as weird. Like, do I wash my face with scalding water? Like it comes out boiling hot, or do I use cold freezing water? Like, how do I gauge it? Yeah. But then I was reading up. It dates back to the old days where they kept hot and cold water separately because they wanted to prevent contamination through cross connection. The cold water comes from a main supply which was fit for drinking, but the hot water comes from this local storage cistern place which was not fit for drinking. So this is why they had separate taps so you don't get cross contamination. Make sense? Yes, it does. Another cultural shock like when I just came to the country are queues. Us Brits, we queue up for everything. And the queues are so orderly. In Jamaica, we just gather. First come, first serve kind of thing. You get me? People always jump the queue and that. You think you can jump the queue here? You must be out of your mind. People get so angry when you jump the queue here. Like, listen, once you go somewhere and there's a queue, Don't think you can go, oh yeah, I have an no, are you mad? What emergency? Join the back of the queue, please. We take our cues here seriously. This culture shock was when I literally just came to the country, like literally fresh off the plane. Now, it's okay. How children speak to their parents. I know children, I know they throw tantrums. I know they always want to have their own ways, but the way these kids talk to their parents and get away with it, that took me back. I was shocked. I was like, what? You think I could talk to my mom the way these kids talk to their parents? I wouldn't have teeth, mate. Are you mad? It happens a lot in supermarkets. Like when they're telling the kids to put stuff back and the kids don't want to, they throw themselves on the ground. Like they start screaming, they start taking stuff off shelves. You think I could do that with my mother? I'm not condoning beating your kids. I'm not condoning smacking up your kids, you get me? But like these kids, some of them, not all of them, don't come for me, some of them, they have no manners. The way some of these kids talk to their parents was a culture shock to me. Another culture shock, zebra crossings. This, yes, it makes pedestrians gods. Listen to me. I see people just walk out in the road and cars have to stop. And I'm like, what? You tried that in Jamaica, you be in the hospital with broken bones. So wherever there's a zebra crossing, like you don't even have to look if there's an oncoming car because the car has to stop. Like, I just found that weird. Not really a cultural shock, but is it? I don't know. When the sun comes out in Britain, people go naked. I'm from Jamaica where it's sunny 24/7, yeah? I'm used to the sun, but these people here, when they see sun, the bikinis come out. People start having barbecues. People are in the pub gardens. Brits go crazy over the sun. Crazy. The last culture shock for me is how everything here is named differently. I'm gonna give you some examples. I used to call this a sweater, now I call it a jumper. I used to call this a bathing suit, now I call it a swimming costume. I used to call this the sidewalk, now I call it the pavement. I used to call this a flashlight, now I call it a torch. I used to call this the trunk, now I call it the boot. I used to call this the hood, now I call this the bonnet. I used to call this potato chips, now I call them crisps. I used to call this a line, now I call it a queue. I used to call this gas, now I call it petrol. I used to call this a movie, now I call it a film. I used to say vacation, now I say holiday. I used to say cotton candy, now I say candy floss. I used to say panty, now I say knickers. I used to say pants, now I say trousers. Well, my darling, that's the end. I mean, that's some of the culture shocks that I experienced when I first got here. These things don't faze me no more. I'm used to this. I do hope you found this video entertaining. I hope you learned something. Maybe you found something educational here. Thank you so much for watching. But if you did find this video entertaining, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Join the family. Give me your support. It helps me out a lot. Thank you so much. Thank you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.